Hi, I'm Holly Love.
I'm Rich Bonaducci.
And you're watching Talk 365.
On K-Jazz.
Let's do it again. Hi, I'm Holly Love.
I'm Rich Bonaducci.
And you're watching Talk 365.
On K-Jazz. Hello and welcome to the show. And it is a good show.
Yes.
We have some cool stuff coming your way. For instance, we're going to be chatting SaltCon.
Media Riff, guys who put on Gang Green Film Festival, and they have a new company, actually 3 gaming companies coming your way. Most of them are available right now. We're going to intro them. Super fun.
Now, you may have heard of Comic-Con. Sure, you may have heard of FantasyCon. SaltCon is a little bit smaller, but it's really cool. Like the last one, the one that we went to, I think they had something like 1,400 or 1,500 people.
Okay.
So
not 100,000.
Not 100,000 or anything, not 15,000, 1,500. But, you know, it's growing.
And it has to do with board games. So it's like tabletop games. It's like
role-playing games, stuff like that. Really cool stuff. We had some fun there, played some games. I won. And it was really cool. And a total stroke of beginner's luck, which I don't believe in.
Interesting.
But yeah, so that's role-playing game stuff. It was really cool. Here's another game that you can play.
Yeah.
If you want some excitement in your life.
Oh, okay.
Try to outrun a bulldozer in your little car.
That is not necessarily a board game.
I want to make a game out of it. Maybe I could talk to the Media Riff guys and make a game out of it. There are weirder games out there.
Okay, explain. Come on.
Valerie and I were driving around the other day, just tooling around, just having fun. And what we like to do is check out areas we don't know. Like, oh, where does that road go? We just go.
Yeah.
Sometimes those roads are 4-wheel type roads. They're just dirt roads. We're not sure where they go. So we zipped up this road, and it turns out this dirt road takes us to a rock farm.
Okay.
You know, one of those places you go, if you're a landscape person, you need some stuff for your backyard.
Oh, yeah.
This is where you buy your rocks. There's just huge piles of different kinds of rocks.
Okay.
And we just thought it was cool, and we kept taking it up and up and up. This is kind of getting closer to Ogden. And by the time we got to the upper layers of where this rock place is, there's a really cool view from up there. So we got out of the car, we're looking at the view, and then we climbed up on top of this huge boulder because they're cosmetic rocks you can have like out front of your house and all that stuff. So we're on top of this boulder.
You're test driving the rock for
That's
your
right.
backyard.
Yeah, I like this rock.
Yeah.
And I can see there's a bulldozer. I mean, with the big scoop. Pushed up, hauling up the hill.
Okay.
After us in a bulldozer. And
how did you know he was after you?
Because there's only one road, and he's just booking up this road. And I'm like,
we're in
I
trouble.
wonder if we're not supposed to be here. Like, if this is someone's business, and, you know, they think...
Private property.
Who knows what. Yeah, who knows what.
You know.
So I'm like, let's just go. I will just go. So we took off. Turns out, we're at the very top. There's nowhere to go.
But past the
back.
bulldozer.
But past bulldozer dude. So that's exactly what we did. We spun around, rocks are flying everywhere, and bulldozer dude is coming at us with the scoop. And I went around him, and Valerie looked up at him, and he's like, yelling at us. So he turns around and starts following us down the hill in his bulldozer.
You're leaving. Let you go.
So we're trying to do that. We're switchbacking through all these roads. He's in a bulldozer, very large tires and whatnot. He doesn't have to go through the roads. He starts cutting down the hill to cut us off.
What was the point?
Maybe people have been stealing rocks or something. Like, I'm going to fill my trunk with rocks. Anyway, so he's trying to get down the hill ahead of us to cut us off with his bulldozer. And I found another little road off to the left. I totally turned in front of him, went down the road. There was a gate.
Oh, no.
But there was a little space next to the gate where there were like bushes. No bushes there no more. Right through them, went through and ended up on 89 somewhere.
Wow.
We get to the bottom, we look up. He's still up there trying to get to the bottom.
Angry.
These dang kids.
These kids.
Driving their little cars.
Stealing my
boulders. I'm like,
dude,
I'm not in a truck. This was a 2-seater little thing. No, like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. You really thought we were gonna like load up the back seat with rocks. We were just driving around.
That's funny.
We had an adventure.
That's a good adventure.
It was a good adventure.
You know what? I love to do that all over Salt Lake, or like just sometimes drive around new neighborhoods and see
rocks?
houses.
Oh, yes.
No, I have stolen rocks before when I need them for
Once
like
or twice, I've
landscaping
stolen
a couple of
some
times.
rocks.
But that's neither here, and it wasn't anyone. No one got mad. No one was injured in that. But except for my bag, maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's fun to. Salt Lake has some really like diverse housing places, like new developments where everything's brand new, and then you can sometimes, like Bountiful is crazy because you get like a pioneer home, a 70s home, and then brand new. And I love the avenues, and I love Sugar House, like those.
Well, the
1940s
area where your brother
homes.
lives.
So
That was
beautiful.
really cool. Visited your brother's house the other day, and we drove around that neighborhood just checking it out. That was a gorgeous neighborhood. That's kind of tucked up behind the Capitol in there.
18th Ave way, and then there's that where we went hiking back there, Mary's.
Yep.
Anyway, so it is fun to just get out and go for an adventure.
It's really surprising that area in Mary's still exists. I'm just surprised they
awesome.
haven't put houses all back in there.
You like put your flag down and said, "This one's mine."
I did. I'm like, this right here, this one's mine.
It'll be
I'll park
interesting
my
to
car,
see if that
steal
happens.
some rocks, build a wall, done.
Yep.
And we'll make the Mexicans pay for the wall.
I don't think that's a very good idea.
I don't think it's a lousy idea.
You're gonna like cut off your water supply or something.
It's something like that, yeah.
And then everyone will know to, hate that guy. I'm just kidding. People, I can't speak of Trump.
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, Trump. That's not what you're talking about. I see what you're saying.
He wants to build the wall.
Yeah.
Anywho, okay, well, that was really fun. Thank you, Rich Bonaducci.
Sorry,
Please
that was
keep
my adventure.
having some adventures, and we'll live vicariously through you.
Wow.
Because
that's how you're living.
Yeah, it's kind of like my story with the kids with the sign only
That's
with
true.
the bulldozer.
That has never happened
Yours
to
is
me.
more fun.
See, so I get to live that way.
Yes. Okay. Well, coming up, we have Rich with some more news you can use. He's just full of news and information for us today.
More adventure.
So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back right after this.
Didn't mention my red shirt.
I love red shirt. It matches my lipstick.
Hair care for Talk 365 Team, provided by Becky Betts.
If you've been looking for alternative healthcare, imagine coming into a facility where you can meet with someone who specializes in your condition and then takes your exam findings and meets with a team of specialists to come up with a combined approach that will put you back on the path to health. At Integrated Wellness, they have everything from a medical doctor to an allergy specialist on staff. All combined, they can treat conditions ranging from rheumatoid arthritis to allergies, even chronic fatigue. Call Integrated Wellness for your consultation so you can be on the path to wellness today.
Financial news you can use is made possible by University Credit Union.
Welcome back, everybody. Coming up right now, we have got some financial news you can use, brought to us by University Credit Union and Mr. Rich Bonaducci in his red shirt. You're kind of rocking the University Credit Union crimson
That's why
red.
I did this, yes.
Wow, look at you thinking it through.
Yeah, we were
Love
going to
it.
have a financial tip after this.
Yes.
Directly from them, because, we were asking you to send in your questions. We got some questions. We gave it to them.
Yep.
They answered a bunch of them. We're going to let you know what they have to say. Mm-hmm. But yes, I was rocking the red for them as well as the tie, for the financial thing.
Yes, very serious, very studious.
Very serious. It's very serious stuff.
I'm ready. Okay.
Stay away from bulldozers
Yep.
and listen to me here too.
I'm ready.
Okay. What would you say
Mm-hmm.
is the biggest problem people have, maybe out of the top two,
Okay.
when they go to buy a home?
Credit.
Credit is one. They can't get the kind of terms that they want, and when they go to check and see what their credit is, it's too low, their payments end up being really high, etc. Okay, but let's just say they have decent credit.
Okay. No down payment, no money.
No down payment. Not a lot of people can afford to sock away money to have
And
a down payment on a house.
Like $10,000 or $6,000. Sometimes, I think the last time I looked into what it would take, it was like just minimum of $6,000 liquid.
Yeah, well, and it also
Which can
depends
be
on the
not
kind
a
of
lot
house.
at some times in your life, and other times it can be like, wow, I got to buy closed captioning. I can't do that. Go ahead.
Our closed captioning.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But
sometimes you have expenses.
Sometimes it depends. 3 to 10% on a house. Depending on the price of the house, that's a huge chunk of money. Not a lot of people have it. I'm speaking to the young folk who might be watching right now.
Okay.
Here's something you can do. It's really cool. It's good for you in a lot of different ways. And maybe only bad for you in one.
Okay.
So that's a good ratio.
I like it.
Join the armed services. The Army, the Navy, the Air Force, Marines.
Memorial Day is a week away?
I think Coast Guard. Because the VA, the Veterans Administration, gives those folks VA loans.
Ooh.
I have one.
And what are the terms?
The terms are no money down.
And what are the rates?
The rates are very low, and they're locked in for 30 years.
Really?
Oh, yeah. It's one of the few things that they do for you when you sign on the dotted line. I mean, they do other things. You have the GI Bill to help you go to college. You have PXs and things like that where you get deals on like groceries and all that kind of stuff. But long after you're even out, like I was in 9 years, I'm done. But I still had the VA loan.
Yeah.
And you can use it over and over and over again. You can't use it simultaneously.
So you can't go like be a realtor mogul?
Well, exactly. You have to buy it to live in it.
Yeah.
Okay? But we'll do it. Well, I'll explain it in a way you might understand.
Okay.
If I had crackers, I would do that.
Oh, well, we've got pretzels.
Oh, okay. Well, let's just say that this is one house that you buy with your VA loan.
Okay.
You can't buy another house with the VA loan
Well, I understood that.
until
Oh,
you sell that house.
that one. Okay. Got
So
it.
you can't do it simultaneously, but you can do it one right after another. And you can keep doing that your whole life.
That's awesome.
So the VA loan, basically, there's a little stipulation there. Well, for one, you have to be a veteran.
Or in the Army. In Army.
Right, yeah, in Army, exactly. Or, well, the other stipulation, I should say, is that because these VA loans are backed by the federal government, they're not going to let you buy junk. They're not going to let you buy a house that's in bad shape. So that they want you to buy a nice house. So the VA loan is great for newer houses, newer construction, because all that stuff is new. And when an inspector comes in, it's probably all ready to go.
Okay.
But for much older houses, they may make you fix it up a little bit or something like that before they want to put their money into it.
So, like, what about your Ogden house? Because you just really fixed that up.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have passed if you would have
No, it wouldn't
tried
have.
to get a loan because you paid cash for that or
Right,
had
we
some...
paid cash for that. And,
Yeah.
and so, but my first house, the one in Murray, that was VA loan.
Okay.
So it's a little bit more of a touchy situation. I mean, they're sticklers for the house.
Yeah.
But you end up getting a nicer house.
Yeah.
You
And a
end
really
up
good loan.
at an incredible rate with no money down.
Okay.
Now, the only thing with that no money down is a lot of times if you're putting, if you're buying a nice house, you're putting down 10%. Say you're buying a $300,000 house, you got to put down like 30 grand. Well, that 30 grand chops your amount down to 280. So your payment is lower. But if you don't put any money down, your payment might be higher.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. If you're not going to put any money down, you're getting a fatter loan.
Which is pretty true across the board. The less
Yeah.
money you put down,
Sure.
then the more you're going to pay.
But they drop your rate so low. I mean, I got something like 5 at the time, which is pretty good. And so, yeah, okay, it's a little bit more money, but it's a lower rate. And of course, you didn't have to scrimp and save for decades to come up with 30 grand or whatever to put down on a house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what does it require as far as joining the Army? What is that? So for people who are already, you were talking to the kids, but what are they committing to?
That's the downside.
Oh.
The downside is you are committing to be in the Army or the Navy or the Air Force Marines.
You're making a lifestyle
you could get in
switch.
trouble. Yeah, you could be sent somewhere.
Well, that's not trouble, but you were agreeing to be...
I don't know, getting shot at is trouble.
Well, yeah, that's not
That's
fun.
trouble.
Yeah. But that is what you're doing. You're signing up
That
and
is
you
what you're
go to
doing.
training and you go and you
Yeah.
do Army.
I actually thought it was just as an aside. This isn't necessarily the financial part. As an aside, I wish to a certain extent that we were like some of the countries that required service.
Okay.
Because I thought it was great.
Yeah.
I mean, it taught me a lot of things about myself. It taught me skills.
It gave you like discipline.
It gave me discipline. And I just think it's a great thing, to kid is
Life
18 or
skills.
whatever, just join the Army. And then you can decide to be in the National Guard because that's a branch of the Army.
Absolutely.
And you can still go to college and do all those things. But 1 weekend a month, 2 weeks in the summer, you're serving your country, you're training, and you know what? Way back in the day, in Vietnam era, if you were in the Guard, it was the National Guard. They stayed here and guarded the nation, National Guard. But now those folks are sent just like anybody else. So it's not that kind of thing anymore.
Yeah.
So you could certainly serve your country and learn these cool skills, some of which are invaluable to, employers and stuff like that. It's a great thing to put on your resume. And still go to college and still have a job and still have your life and all that. And get all these things that really do help. And I would say the GI Bill, which I used, and the VA loan.
Two great things.
Two great things. When I didn't have to come up with, well, it was about $15,000 I would have had to come up with to get my townhouse. I was able to just get it.
That's awesome.
It was amazing. And it really helps families get settled.
So
which is the whole point.
Absolutely. So young, starting out, thinking about what to do with your life, this is a great thing to consider.
I would consider it because it's just one of the things that you keep with you for the rest of your life. Not only the experience and everything, but this VA loan, as I said.
And benefits.
Over and over and over again, you can reuse that thing and get,
I love it. So that is a great option for young if you're just starting out, but if you're a little further along in life and the Army isn't an option, a great thing to do is go in and see the folks at University Credit Union because wow, do they ever take care of you. You can plan your life with them, figure out 5 years down the road what you need to do to be able to be ready to buy a home. And for some more information, stay here right this second because Jack Butters, president, has a tip for you right now.
A lot of people have been emailing questions about how long it takes to get a mortgage and some of the other questions surrounding real estate lending. My advice is come in and talk to someone and get pre-approved prior to finding the home of your dreams.
University Credit Union, local to Utah, loyal to you.
I don't know, going back to school just seems impossible.
Allison, what's the real issue here?
It's too much money and there's not enough time.
That's why WGU reinvented higher education. You can move through courses faster and graduate for half the cost.
Really?
Honey, just listen to the bird.
You okay?
Innovative, online, and surprisingly affordable. WGU. It's a new kind of view.
Set design provided by Consign and Design.
welcome back to the show. And as promised, we're going to give you a package here from the folks at Media Riff who are involved with SaltCon. It's a smaller convention here in town. Not quite Comic-Con,
No.
at least not yet.
Yep.
Maybe people get out there who get that big. But it's about gaming, board games, role-playing games, and of course Media Riff has some cool stuff to contribute to that.
They are very creative, wonderful people, and they have a brand new gaming arm of their company. Check it out.
Hey everybody, it's Holly Love and
it's Farrell Lafferty.
And we are at SaltCon. We are here at, well, I always think of you guys as Media Riff and Gangrene Film Festival because that's one of my favorite events every year, but you are so talented and you boys are now doing games.
Yes, we have three kind of brand lines. We have Three-Headed Giant, which are toys and hobby shop type games. Monkey Beat games, these are more kid games, family-friendly kid games. And then we have Gamerama, which are more mainstream family games.
You guys are all part of a company. You have multiple facets of your company. And games, you're so creative, you're so talented. You do music, you do films, you do advertising.
We're going to have our first software-driven tournament of Panic Fire. It's a game of part of Three-Headed Giant. It's a card game with a gun. It's high-paced, high-energy party game.
Okay, so how do these work? Explain.
How does these, like the tournaments?
The tournament
Yeah. So there's a minimum of 12 people that can participate.
Okay.
But we don't know how, it can be up as 50, 100 people. We're still kind of figuring it out. It's in a beta form right now.
Okay.
But you're going to get to see it with 12 people right now, and it's really super exciting. The attention is just awesome. People are having a lot of fun.
So what you have done is you've taken your game Panic Fire, which is a game. It's a family game you can play at home. I like to shoot feral all the time. It's a really fun game. I know. And you have made it so at your gaming stores, you can go and play in a big, huge group.
That's right.
And we're going to have tournaments all over Utah. Rich, you are going to be doing our Geek Calendar. Did you know that, buddy? Yep. So he'll be manning that. So you're going to want to find out where these tournaments and these invitationals are happening, because we are going to have our first World
Championship Panic Fire tournament.
Yeah.
You'll be able to register on our website. If you pre-register, the tournament will keep track of all your statistics. So for future tournaments that you choose to participate in, or if you register, you will be able to hold your own tournament. So if you're a game store or an individual, as soon as we release it, you'll be able to host your own tournaments. It will keep track of your statistics as we go forward. So it's really excited about this event.
That is really cool. And that software right there is basically, if you buy the game, you have access to the software, so you can do this.
Anybody has access. You'll want to buy the game so you can do the software, but the software is free upon registration of the website.
So much fun. That's going to be such a fun party game.
Absolutely.
A fun reason to go to your local game shop and to invite, 12 friends over and shoot them. Or just feral.
1, 2, 3.
So Mike, who is the referee right here at this table, is actually the artist who drew these really awesome cards. He's really talented.
I think for the referee, they should allow the referee to have a gun too. That way, if somebody does something wrong, they can shoot them. How the mighty have fallen.
But this was the last of the mid-round. We have one more round, which is the final. It's all on the computer. Larry's going to make it do its thing, and then we'll know who's going on to the final.
There should be some cheering. Are we excited, guys? You made it to the finals. Kelson, where are you from?
Idaho Falls.
You're all the way from Idaho Falls to play this game?
No, to come here to win games.
And why did you get out?
Because someone matched their cards and shot.
You're backing away from me like I'm making you nervous. Am I making you nervous?
Yeah.
Brandon, how old are you?
14.
You're 14 years old, and how do you know about Panic Fire?
Last year when I came to SaltCon, we played it, and we were one of their top customers.
It's so fun, right?
Yeah.
So do you guys have it at your home, like your family bought it?
Yeah, I bought Shoot Your Friends, Trash Wars, and Hoagie from them.
This final round.
Yes. Okay. We've got between Mike and Peyton.
Yep, it's down to Mike and Peyton. It's intense, I'm telling you. Whoever wins this wins the game.
Mike is stone cold, man.
You stuck? 1, 2, 3.
Mike is the winner. Congratulations. What are you going to do next?
I don't know.
The answer is play games, play Panic Fire.
Yeah.
Good job. Hi, come on in.
We have our Thursday finalist, our Friday finalist, and today's finalist. Of all three, are you willing to come participate in a SaltCon 2016 final game?
I'll play, sure.
All right.
Okay, so Jen won on Thursday, Jason won on Friday, and Mike won today. So this is the ultimate SaltCon winner right now. Larry, I love how pumped you are. I think it's so much fun. It's because it's like seeing your child walk for the first time, right?
It kind of is. Absolutely. Very good example.
You worked really hard, and it's finally like, yes.
1, 2, 3.
Whoa. Jason, you just won the first ever three-headed giant galaxy competition. The only. Did we say universal or galaxy?
Both, I believe.
Oh, wow, yeah.
So whether you're in the galaxy or out of the galaxy, you're still a winner.
You're still a winner here. Okay, Larry, this has been a successful day, right?
It's been absolutely successful. We're very pleased and excited for the results of today's efforts.
So we shot. No pun on words there. Your software, it worked.
It worked great.
A game you have been working hard on for a year.
Yep, exactly.
It took off. You took it to the next level. It worked. What are you going to do next?
We're gonna host our first national and world champions, and see how it goes from there, and then enable everyone to enjoy the software and have a lot of fun with it.
So basically, because today was a hit, everything worked as planned. Everyone who has the game already, Panic Fire, they will have access to your software to be able to host tournaments and invitationals, right?
That's correct. At threeheadedgiant.com.
Oh, that's so
You can
awesome.
register now.
Yeah. And then watch for Rich's Geek Calendar, who's right there, and go to threeheadedgiant.com and you can register and watch for where we are going to have another invitational next, because we'll be hosting these throughout Utah at game stores in your area, and you're going to want to come and do it. And then sometime, did we say September-ish?
September, October, that's to be decided, but watch the calendars and websites and Facebook for
That's the world.
That is correct. World Championship.
It's going to be so much fun. Well, congratulations. You're like a proud papa. It's adorable. I love it. I'm happy for you.
Great, thank
I love business people and entrepreneurs. It's so much fun.
Excellent.
To see your excitement. So
Thank
congrats.
you, Molly. Thank you so much. I
Okay, we'll
appreciate
talk soon.
Excellent.
Teach us. Let's do it.
Great.
Okay.
Lashes for the Talk 365 team provided by Sweet Lash.
You know, Josh, this is starting to look awfully familiar.
It's a reboot.
Well, I thought we saw the same thing about 2 years ago.
You're thinking of the prequel.
Wait, I thought the prequel was...
Director's cut.
Okay, so I'm thinking of
the unrated extended special edition. See, back in 1977.
Guys, save it for the movie show.
I'll take one, thank you.
But that's the court's job.
Sweet Lash, the official lash artists for Talk 365.
Welcome back, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed the show today. It's been a fun one. We've kind of got to get inside Mr. Bonaducci's head today. It's been good. We've enjoyed the ride, and it's not over yet.
Oh, no, it's not.
Because like we've been doing here for a minute, you have been giving us our daily joke men need to know.
You know what?
And ironically, I like them all.
This guy's Don Steinberg has contributed to the New Yorker, GQ, Harper's, McSweeney, Spy, Entertainment Weekly, New York Times, Philadelphia Inquirer.
He's awesome.
And he came up with this. Jokes
These
every
are-
man should know. These are lousy, Don.
I
Lousy.
like them. Bring it.
Challenge
You
accepted.
keep trying to make it bad, and I like it every day.
A grandmother's watching her grandson play on the beach when a huge wave comes up and sweeps him out to sea. She looks up and pleads, "Please, God, save my only grandson. I beg of you. My life has no meaning without him. Please bring him back." A big wave comes and washes the boy right back onto the beach, good as new. She looks up to heaven and says, "He had a hat."
I like it.
He had a hat on? Playing in the water?
Well, he was probably just playing on the side of the beach, blocking it from the sun. She's a very particular grandma. She wanted him back all the way.
Does that deserve to be in a book that I should know? Every man should know these jokes. Really?
And there you go.
Don.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Come back tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. right here, KJazz TV. Have a wonderful day. I like it.
Okay, it's all yours then. You keep it.